sitting here, actually listening to the Mega Man 4 Stage Select remix. Usually that's not one of my most preferred Stage Select themes from the Mega Man games, but like the really cool kind of like just the baseline solo that's kind of going on right now, I really like that because it just reminded me of like Road Rash from the Genesis, Sega Genesis days. Did anybody grow up with the Sega Genesis? I grew up with like that's the console that I grew up with, and like played a lot of Sonic, and there was also back when EA actually made good games, they made Road Rash, and like that was a really awesome like bike racing game where you like were kind of like a dirty street racer and you were like kicking other people off of their motorcycles. It was badass and had one of the best soundtracks of the console in my opinion. So anyways, hey all. Yeah, this one is a banger. Legend of Renegade really did cook with it. Yeah, hey all, what's up? I hope you like the Proto Man memes, because for some reason Twitter gave me like a billion of them in my algorithm, so like I have at least enough to last the rest of the Dr. Cossack campaign, so I can put a new Proto Man meme up every time. It's great. But yeah, welcome. I'm feeling pretty honestly energized and ready to take on the stream today, because if you didn't get a chance to see it or lurk yesterday's celebration stream was awesome. It was, I think it's probably my favorite stream that I've done so far. Like, you have to be able to stand a little bit of the humor. The humor got a little raunchy, a little wild at some points, but if you can stand that, it was really a good time to be around, especially for the Mega Man OCs. Like, if you don't care about, like, how the Crash Icarus model came to be, that's fair, and I understand that. I would definitely recommend going back and watching the discussion of my cringe 7th grade Mega Man OCs, because, oh boy, they were funny. They were very, very funny. I hope that me and Grim can put some highlights of those at some point, but I would definitely recommend watching it if you could. But yeah, so like, I'm feeling good for today. I had a great stream last night, and so I'm about to have another great stream today. Catching up on things here. Your dad had a Model 1 Genesis with a 32X with an Altered Beast and Virtua Fighter. Ooh, I've heard of at least one of those. I think I may have heard both of those titles, but I've never actually watched any of them. MS Paint Crashman has replaced Billy Bass for today. Yeah, this is one of my... I posted this a while ago, like months ago, but like this is one of my favorite images. I actually have a shirt that has this design on there. I've tried reverse image searching to find the source of who actually drew this. I could not find it, so I have traced it in the meantime. A little bit of a sin, I understand, but like I want the PNG, and so now it's there. And because it's like I own this shirt, I would in fact like to have it be part of my branding. I mean, not officially. I'm not going to sell merch of something I didn't draw, but like, as long as I'm goofing around on stream. Yeah, no spoilers on the OCs from last night. They're very much worth watching on their own. I still think of a lot of the things that we talked about the other day. See some Robot Masters from the last stream. I mean, all the other guys down there from a separate fan game make a good Mega Man level 3, but, yeah. You own a Sega Genesis for the duration of Sonic 1 to 3 before it was all sold. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know where the hell my Genesis went. Yeah, actually, genuinely, I never thought about that. Where the hell did the Sega Genesis we used to have go? Wonder if it was sold at some point. Huh. Well, anyways, I have everything on, like, Steam or the Wii now, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I've, in typical fashion, I've managed to not touch this for the last week, so I kind of forgot exactly where I was and how I had built things out, but I don't know, I'm ready to start up a new robot. How about we head over to... I like Ringman. Let's go collect Ringman. He's kind of a... Ringman's always kind of stood out to me as a little bit of a dopey robot master. His design's just kind of like, I don't know, comical for something meant to be for combat, but it's you know, he's interesting enough to keep around. I like to see it. Let's see. Let's give Top Man some chance to shine, and I did say I would bring Proto Man in, so let's bring in both of these guys to the next fight. Sonic's favorite robot master. I've never read those the Archie crossover comics. Is that does Sonic express appreciation for some of Dr. Wily's creations in particular? I did overhear that, or you know, through whatever you want to call it, I have come to an understanding that apparently Pump Man and Elect Man have canonically destroyed Mechasonic, or Metal Sonic, one of the several metallic Sonics. Which, Elect Man, I can get. Pump Man, not entirely sure, but alright. If he managed to pull out a dub, I won't neg him for it, you know? Calling him Chakra Man would be a bit too out there for the game's target audience. I mean, yeah, it would probably be like, what's this vocabulary word? But, I think more outside of that, I don't know. Something about Ringman's design just kind of is goofy to me. Like, I mean, yes, we have combat robot masters that throw boomerangs at you and also, like, are frogs, but at the same time, it's also, like, I don't know, something about, like, I think it's mostly just, like, Ringman's, like, head and helmet design. Like, he has a small ring above him. It looks like you could basically put your, like, a few fingers through there and then just, like, drag him by his head, like, as if he's, like, you know, he has, like, a custom, like, I mean, he has a handle there to just kind of be like, no, we're dragging you to timeout, Ringman. You've been bad. And then just the way also, like, his eyes just kind of barely peer out of his helmet. I'm like, I don't know. Ringman just looks goofy. Finished the preliminary Mega Man and Base special weapon grading yesterday. Ooh, hey, that one actually took you a little longer than, the others. What's the matter? Did Mega Man and Base take you longer? Was it I mean, it makes sense. It's a tougher game. Alright, let's scan Ringman. What's he like? Weak to Flame and Swift. Ooh. Hey, this is gonna be satisfying. We'll restart the battle after this, but go topspin. Alright, it wasn't that satisfying. Would you like to try again, Top Man? Alright. Unfortunately, Top Man is not really giving me great luck. And it seems like Yamato Spear kind of does the same thing, but better. Huh. Or at least with him having more luck. Well, that's interesting. Why would Ringman have Yamato Spear by default? I mean, I guess it helps his toolkit out, but still. Just busy. Fair enough. Alright, well, I was hoping for a satisfying one-hit kill with Topspin with Top Man, but I guess I'll just take the 3-hit kill and restart the battle, get him dead with neutral damage. Spread your Rex King Plane. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's its weakness. That's how it works. Alright, Ringman. Time for you to go down. We'll just have a quick exchange of buster shots and that'll be it for you. Yeah, I don't have all that much to talk about, honestly, considering I mostly, I mean, I spent part of my weekend just preparing for yesterday's stream, so, like, that's one less day of Crash Icarus real-life entertainment to talk about. But I suppose in, like, other things that I did do, like, I did play Mega Man X6 again, which, for anyone who doesn't remember, I actually do kind of like X6 in a it's so broken it's kind of fun way. Like, I've never played it in, like, a manner in which I'm, like, maximally just trying to break it at every point. I've always kind of, like, you know, maybe one glitch here and there, because like, oh, okay, I don't need to play through Commander Yamark stage a second time, but I'll just use the 0 invincibility trick and just kind of speed through it. But this time, like, I decided it's like, okay, I want to get the achievement for killing something with Black 0, so I did the code for that. And then also I decided, like, yeah, I'm interested in just using, I'm interested in basically using, like, as many of the glitches as possible. Like, I decided, it's like, okay, I'm going to take use of the Intsusian invincibility glitch in, Blizzard Wolfang stage. I'm gonna part stack my way through everything. I'm gonna, like, just pull out all the stops and, like, make the game as easy as possible for being so punishing. And, I don't regret a thing. The game was way more fun doing that, as I have been told multiple times it would be. And, yeah, it was great, just tearing through it. It is funny just how often you can, like, just use Intsusian in, like, tactical deployments to actually just break the game wide open. Like, I never thought about using it in Blizzard Wolfang stage, just, like, slide off the ice a little bit, and then use it so 0 becomes invincible. But it's like, oh, yeah, no, you totally can do that. And, like, it really, wow, opens things up. You don't have to, like, that stage goes from being slow and very boring to, like, oh, yeah, I don't have to care about any of these avalanches or horribly designed, like, you know, meteors falling on top of my head. It's great. Yeah, Intsusian still is insane without the invuln glitch, with, given you can spam it, but I have also, like, noticed that, like, oh, yeah, like, using it does take away Zero's iframes, which makes it liable to, it's like, oh, that's why I was dying so much when I was trying to fight Maginian, like, on my last playthrough. That makes sense. I should use this more carefully. Although, you know, when you have also Guard Shell and, you know, the Guard Shell exploit to use, I'm not sure if you even really need Intsusian at that point. It was really, really satisfying to just walk up to any boss and, like, just 3 slashes it dies. Although, of course, Nightmare Mother being what it is, it, yeah, didn't exactly, care for, what am I trying to say? It didn't exactly care for the Guard Shell trick because it's too high off the ground to do that. X6 has a mod to try and fix things. Yeah, I've noticed there is that X6 improvement project. I would be interested in probably trying it at some point, but yeah, I just haven't gotten around to taking a look at that. I'm just playing on the X6, you know, the Legacy Collection, because, you know, it's easy enough. It's what I got, so. I mean, or Proto Buster. Probably not gonna kill Pharaoh Man with Proto Man. Proto Man's gonna die if I keep him in. So, Top Man, get out here. Unless, okay, no, good. Pharaoh Shot's Flame type. It's not Swift type. That would have absolutely destroyed poor Top Man. Funnily enough, Wolfang's Nightmare Effect on Shark Player stage actually makes the stage easier with 0 because of Intsusian. Yeah, because you could just slide off and make yourself invulnerable. It's pretty cool. Though I did feel like doing that stage with Shadow X instead. I feel like using the Shadow Armor on that stage is kind of the optimal way to do it. That way, no fancy tricks about avoiding the spikes. You just kind of go through, you slash the nightmare viruses, and all is good in the world. Alright, let's try that again. Actually, grab Pharaoh Man this time. Yeah, X6 Extreme does kind of go crazy. I do wonder if I could do... Now I am kind of wondering if I could easily do X6 Extreme mode with 0 if I just did more of, at least a little bit more with Zero, if I just did more of the glitches and part stacking nonsense. I feel like it would be more possible because I was like really demolishing the game as him. Oh yeah, I mean, other people have definitely found this out before, but I realized that you can also trigger the Insusian glitch in Shield Sheldon stage, because there are in fact slippery floors that are in the beginning of the stage, the invisible ones, and there is one instance where you can drop off into a gap between it and a wall, and, well, congratulations, you wall jump back up, and now you are invincible for the rest of the stage. You no longer have to take chip damage from all the lasers. It's wonderful. Wish X5 and X6 had New Game Plus so you can use Falcon, Gaia, Blade, Shadow armors from the get-go. Yeah, that'd be fun. Also, Zero from the get-go would be pretty cool. You know, so you don't have to go and waste some time picking a stage and like, okay, well, which is the easiest one to go ahead and get the alternate path on without, you know, while minimizing my backtracking a little bit. Although, you know, you don't care about minimizing backtracking, it's not that big of a deal, which I normally don't, but I feel like X6 is maybe long enough as is. I don't need to prolong it even further. But, you know, all the New Game Plus fans get to at least enjoy X8. That is very, very much like New Game Plus build. 100% X6 on Extreme with just Zero is still something you haven't done, which that's entirely fair, honestly. It was not an enjoyable experience trying to do so. Use Zero at all my last Extreme playthrough. I might try it again at some point, looking for a challenge. But yeah, you definitely need to grab, like, Shock Buffer and any other damage-reducing type things in order to stand a chance. And then, you know, using some part stacking glitches will absolutely help you out there to at least keep him, you know, doing sufficient damage and not taking so much all the time. Pharaoh Shot. Charge itself with solar energy that doubles the damage of its own attacks for up to 3 turns. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's really good. Well, on specific Robot Masters. the immediate first tempting thought is, how can I make this work on Crash Man? But no, I can't give him a Flame Core. That would absolutely ruin his longevity. The ability is used again. Its held solar energy will instead be released to target to inflict massive damage. I mean, okay, that's pretty clearly, like, usable on Proto Man. Although, I'm guessing the fact is that, like, if I put it on Proto Man, it's probably not going to do that much damage, because he's not, Flame type. And it's also kind of expensive on weapon energy. Yeah, maybe 30 damage, but I think the Proto Buster does more, correct? Yeah, okay, so we don't need to put that on him. But if I... What other Robot Masters do I have access to? I mean, I could just put Frame Man? What? No, there's no picture frame guy here. Pharaoh Man. Okay. Alright. That's a funny ability. Pharaoh Man boosts his defense stat in the presence of girls. Ever the ladies' man, ever the chivalrous dude. That could have some good strategies, all things considered. And then what was Ringman? Hone Chakram allows the native use of cutter-type abilities. Okay. And hey, we have some more space-type robots, finally. I still don't feel any particular need to introduce these guys. Although, I don't know, Fairman could be pretty cool if you, like... If you made a mostly women team, then, like, yeah, Pharaoh Man would really be able to kind of amp up the challenge, or, you know, he would be able to kind of pull off the Dr. Light strategy of defense boosting, but I feel like there are definitely better, like, wall-type Robot Masters in the game. You could, I mean, pull out Gutsman or Airman, and they'll be more effective at blocking damage for the team. So I think I'll leave them where they are. It would have been funnier if Pharaoh Man has Sucker Punch-esque ability as a reference to the Ruby Spears cartoon. I think I kind of agree, actually. I mean, it's a little overdone, but like it's very iconic that Pharaoh Man's like the only person that never cared about his power getting stolen by Brock and just kind of went, okay, and just gave him a knuckle sandwich. Is so good. All right. And then what was Ground Man or Drill Man again? Gold Digger. Oh, he has pickup basically. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just keep sticking with Proto Man, Top Man, Rhythm for now. I'm not going to be using Crash Man this much, as I mentioned before, but I did want to note that I kind of came up with a devious strategy for Crash Man. I mean, I don't know how maybe I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but like, I figure that, wait a minute, I have all these level 2 Robot Masters. I have Plant Man, I have Astra Man, I have Galaxy Man. Why am I going to level them up when I could just put them in the front as sacrifice fodder to make Crash Avenger strong instantly? I don't even have to put on like a, you know, summon robot kind of thing. I could I could just get to Crash Avenger 3 or 4 with very little effort. I think it is a good strategy and would love to try it probably the next time I see Slur's face and just go all out. That's evil. Thank you. I pride myself on evil plans. Prides myself on evil plans. Just put right below that the Dr. Wily with the speech bubble. Basically me at that point. Kamikaze robots. Yeah, sort of. Except they're not going in and blowing up on the enemy. They're just blowing up. They're more like sacrificial lambs. Yeah, Crashman is the backup plan in case of problem. Let's see. We've got Dive Man. So we don't want to bring Drill Man. That would be a dumb idea. Same with Pharaoh Man. Rhythm and Proto Man? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go! Oh yeah, well, the last note I had about my X6 playthrough was, doing all of that stuff to, you know, abuse the glitches in that game. Not only was it more fun, I took, like, less than half the time to 100% the game as I usually do. I had, like, an hour-and-a-half playthrough, as opposed to a 4-hour playthrough. So, yeah, I think that's kind of the much preferred way to do things from now on. So let's see, Astro Crush doing all that. Oh, but I have an Earth Core on Rhythm? I thought oh no, she has the innate reversing ability to her. So just spam Astro Crush, use Charge Kick. Yeah, alright. I could take this time to boost up a little bit, though. This lowers attack. Yeah, I could just boost up my defense a little bit. Need to be prepared for Dive Man. Oh, right. Immediately remembers ability. It's like, oh yeah, if I use the Astro Crush, my attack will actually rise. I know what I'll do. I'll use the defense boost, so that my defense will rise. Clueless. Okay. Let's just undo that little mistake there. You didn't see that. Alright, so she's not gonna have a way to boost defense except Super Arm. Alright, that's alright. She'll be fine. God, having Astro Crush to use is so satisfying now. It was tormenting my team beforehand, and now it is going to be all the enemies undoing. You think you've 100% X6 in almost under an hour before, like 8 minutes over? Nice. Yeah, definitely some more route optimization. I could probably end up doing that, but I'm not investing into it that much. Yeah, definitely having a reversal ability is pretty good. It's just a matter of getting a lot of abilities that kind of sync up well with it, because it's unfortunate that like most of the abilities that do well with it are not of similar type. So like getting impact was the best way for me to have, like, charge kick and Astro Crush both have stat lowering things, so, like, this would be the best way for me to make something out of it. Oh, I have to use Proto Man here if I want to actually get Dive Man, so let's just summon the Super Arm and get him in. Wow. That hurt. I did not expect Dive Torpedo to hurt that badly. Alright, Weak Shadow and Electric. Resistant to Water and Cutter. I'm not going to be using it anyways. He's boosting his speed slowly. He's a Missile Core. Interesting. Not necessarily water, though. Alright, yeah, let's boost up Proto Man. Get him ready for the fight. Did someone ask for a Proto to watch you play as Proto Man, your Mega Man RPG prototype? Yo, D-Prototype, what's up? I heard that you like prototypes in your Mega Man prototype RPG, so I put a Proto Man in your prototype and a prototype in your chat. Welcome back. I hope you've recovered from the yesterday's insane stream. I'm still thinking about some of the things from yesterday. Every time you think of Proto Man and the Super Arm, you think of the scene from Ruby Spears where he gets a comically large arm. It's been a while since I've actually watched the Ruby Spears thing, but I do remember it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Things were kind of wacky in that show. Okay. Wow, Dive Man's actually got, like, offense. That's surprising. I'm going to just not worry about the speed dropping and hope that Rhythm eventually gets sacked, so that way Proto Man can just come in and clean up real quick. Just stop. Dive Man, can you please just finish the job? I'm waiting for you to just take out Rhythm. You don't have to keep doing this to poor Proto Man in the back. There we go. Alright, so... yeah, 856, defense of that. I can probably just Proto Buster him. Let's Disco Buster first. I'm a little bit afraid of that attack stat. It's kinda beefy. The Rome Arcane Man 1 hour experience was pretty good. He did a hell of a lot better than when I first played the stage. I didn't feel like watching his full 1 hour experience when I got home, but I did at least watch his, like, kind of judge reviews, and I'm like, oh, yeah, unfortunate he didn't see, like, some of the things, like the little translucency on Mega Man when he goes through the teleporter, but, you know, as to be expected. I didn't expect him to get angry at it after all. Rome's not exactly a, Rome's a chill guy, so... but, you know, fun to hear his thoughts. A little bit of them. You forgot what cursed image you wanted to redraw last night. The virus may be too tired to remember. Oh, that might be good, because Grim sent me something awful, and he asked me, hey, could I send this in the fan art? And I'm just like, I'd rather you not. Like, I didn't type this out to you, Grim, but I would say, look, you could post it in the fan art channel. I would be disappointed. I wouldn't be angry. I would just be very disappointed. I would have to scold you for it. But it's not gonna get you banned. You could do it. You're just gonna lose respect. Okay, Missile Core. That's cool. Proto Shield, a shield type move with unique effects. Reflective Shield that hovers in target and bolsters defenses. Ooh. Causes target to receive half damage from attacks for the next 6 turns. Alright, I know how to... I know who that can be used on. Take a dive, man. True, his health really did take a nosedive. Hey, Miki, welcome. Slope a powerful heat-seeking torpedo at the target to deal massive damage. If the water-type field multiplier is high, the ability's base damage is doubled. Oh, wow. I don't know what necessarily high multiplier is, but I'm guessing it was like 1.5. If the target is a water core robot, the ability's impact damage is also doubled. Okay, wow. So, like, this is the screw you water type robot master weapon. Good to know. Kalinka Shop has made a discovery. The dress codes have been unlocked. Ooh, detail the creation of alternate outfits. And the alt shop? Okay, hold on. We are going to accessorize. We're taking a little bit of a break. I need to see what skins are available. As you know, skins are the most important thing fueling a gamer. So, to have that, it's very important. I am, of course, going to buy Green Crashman. That's top priority. Ooh, Gold Galaxy Man. That's pretty. Let's see. Is there another alternate Crashman? I'm seeing some of the... Let's see. Mega Man 4. Mega Man Alt 2. I wonder if Blue Crashman with 29 HP is in here. That's a joke for Mag Mammal 3 if anybody's played that. More Cutman. Where are the other... Give me the other Crashman alternatives. Disco Alt 3, Cutman, Iceman, Fireman, Oil, Metal, Bubble. There he is. Dive Torpedo being stronger against water cores is a reference to how it was made for fishing. Oh, I didn't know that was the lore behind it, but it makes total sense. I mean, also just like, you know, submarine to submarine combat. It kind of makes sense that, you know, you'd want something to take out a big metal robot, right? Big metal undersea robot torpedo. Yeah, that sounds right. Alright. Does Proto Man have any alt skins? I haven't actually looked for Proto Man in this. Doesn't quite seem like it. It's mostly geared towards the Robot Masters and the girls. So, alright. I'll buy the Napalm Man alt that makes him look like Crash Man though. Do we have a Woodman alt that makes him look like Crash Man? I'd love to have a team that just looks all like Crash Man. Ice, Fire, Time, Guts, Bomb, Elect, Oil, Air, Wood. Woodman can be greener. I like green Woodman. And he can also be red. Yeah, that's close enough. The Crash Man at home. True. We have the We do not need to purchase Crash Man in the shop. We have Crash Man at home. But he doesn't have 6 skins. So, like, why would I do that? The more you buy, the more show up. Oh, sweet. Consumerism. I love it. I can just click through these in my free time. I'm not going to stick around here and like waste 15 minutes clicking on all of them, but it's good to know for the future. Redwood Man? Oh, that would be funny if he got taller. Yeah, you're so right. Let me go click on him. Ooh, look at that. He's got more of an autumn palette now. That's cute. He doesn't get taller though. Yeah, I like the Redwood Man. That one looks really nice. Especially for, well, I wouldn't say actually not especially for this time of year. I just think the autumn palette is neat. Mega Man RPG fishing game when? Yeah, that would be, I mean, why not? Go ahead, add it in, give each different Robot Master a different ability that helps them fish. Make them all the cores affect what fish you're going to get. Okay, so we got green Crashman, purple Crashman. Oh hey, original palette Crashman. You know, I've always loved the fact that like Crashman kind of has like, or not original, Mega Man 3 palette Crashman. I've always loved the fact that Crashman has like the bright red color palette from his original appearance, and then in Mega Man 3, the palette is just a little bit off for whatever reason. For me, it's always, I've thought of like, oh, you'll see one of them is Crashman, the other one is Clashman, and like, they're distinct because of their colors. It's totally not a weird translation error. Nope, not at all. I'm going to canonize why Crashman has an alternate name and slightly alternate skin. I do kind of like the Mega Man 3 color palette a little bit more though. Not sure why. It's just nicer. It's easier on the eyes. I think that's, yeah, everyone else I can deal with later. Why did I get off a dive, man? So, Thalassophiles, robot speed on water type fields. Okay, so he also has swift swim. Dive torpedo was really good on him. It had good base damage because of his core, and then because of the water type field, it was doing a lot more damage. Thankfully, I didn't bring water type robots with me. That would have been rough. Oh, good attack and speed. Yeah, I was noticing Dive Man was actually kind of bringing a beating. So, he could be a pretty good pick, all things considered. I could build him out. I also don't have any other missile core robots, so it would be a pretty good idea to actually, you know, make him good. Yeah, I do wish that there was an option to buy the multiple skins at once, just to make it a little simpler, but, you know, for a fun indie browser game, it functions, right? Ooh, implementing alternate color robot masters like shinies. That's... that's devious. I like it. So that way, and then, like, make sure that, you know, if you are, like, say, doing a refight to grind for a shiny robot skin, you just go back multiple times, and, like, that one will have a separate heart on it, so, like, you have to, you know, make sure that you're looking out and, like, only do the neutral damage on the shiny robot masters. That would be pretty fun. It would be pain, but it would be fun. Just this year, they added some alts that bring the characters back to their original looks when they debuted in the game. You have pretty high shop level for them, though. Alright, well, we'll get there eventually, right? Gold Pirate Man, true. I mean, it's basically all he's pillaging all the time, right? Like, you gotta give him, you know, something to work with there. But let's see. If the target's water, how can we make Dive Torpedo better? Making the water type field multiplier high. What does having a water core do again? When held, the item grants compatibility with water type abilities as well as power and weapon energy bonuses similar to that of an internal core. Let me take a look at all the water moves again. Is there anything that kind of... No, it doesn't seem like there's anything that, like, kind of influences him to make water type stuff happen. So that wouldn't be super useful on him. Yeah, I don't know. Dive Man has, Dive Man would seem to be good as kind of like a, you know, go fast, get in, kind of maybe a revenge killer, cleanup kind of thing. I'll give him a speed booster and just load some decent attacks on him. Maybe I'll use him at some point, and he'll end up working out for us. He just doesn't, you know, again, he doesn't quite stand out in the, like, oh yeah, like, this guy is clearly good. But I'm sure that there's something interesting you could do with him. Boost his stats, I mean, he could just have... Yeah, I'll just give him, like, the standard boost in case he needs to do something with that. Where are they? I just swap defense boost. Speed boost, and then, I don't know, field support. Although I think field support would just make Dive Torpedo worse, actually. Oh well. And Buster Charge. Really expensive gold skins, that would actually be kind of funny. You can go, like, back to full Call of Duty, you know, mid-2000s mode and just, like, grind out for everything being gold and gaudy. Yeah, no, you're right, D, how the Metal Man blades were the wrong color too in Mega Man 3. Those I don't like because, yeah, they look pretty rusty. I don't know, I just end up liking how Crash Man ends up looking because he looks a little... The rust on the Crash Man looks pretty nice. The rust on the Metal Blades, not so much. Shiny Robot Masters use their Captain N colors. Oh, that's... I wouldn't wish that on the worst Robot Master I know. I've seen what they've done to my brethren, and I can't say I approve. All right, high electric and cutter multiplier. I mean, I could probably. I mean, if I had actually equipped Ringman with anything, I could probably use him. But we'll just stick to Rhythm and Top Man, I think. Yeah. We'll give Top Man more chances to actually spin to win. Oh yeah, I should get Rain Flush. Why didn't I think of that? I'll go to Toadman next. I can't believe I'm delaying Rain Flush for so long for some reason. Well, I guess, you know, there is a good reason to delay getting Toadman. He'll be at a higher level, if he's like one of the last ones I collect, so... there might be some merit to that kind of strategy yet. Cold Busters with Mall Ninja attachments. It could be fun. Attack severely fell. Oh no! He actually the Bulb Blaster has something that ruins a stat. My strategy is completely ruined. I could probably still top spin them to death though. Or not. I forgot how low damage top spin does at base. Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? This is a perfect time to bring Rhythm out. I mean, not like she can't boost her own attack stat, but still. Captain N Crashman looks like a fucked up insect creature. Lamau. Yeah, let's boost up Rhythm speed, why not? Flame Man needs the thermal scope on his Buster just so that way he can constantly have it like at max and it looks at like a maximum temperature. And like, what's important about that is that it looks cool in a frag montage to always say that like he is at like, I don't know, he's sniping through like, you know, bright white yellow colors and he just sees the world differently, man. Unlike all the other random plebeians out there. Top Man's a bit of a farce. Yeah, he definitely is. He's, oops. He's very much a haha funny gamble robot, but that's exactly why I will use him, is, you know, it funny. it make for content when it work very good, you know? I mean, the best content so far has just been making a Crashman-oriented team and making him rain napalmy death upon everybody, but it's a little bit too easy of a strategy. We gotta challenge ourselves a little bit here, keep things varied. Come on, Rhythm, surely two enlightened robots shouldn't fight. Yeah, maybe you could stand down, Bright Man. You don't have to do this, you know. I have to do this. There's no way for me to progress further in the game. One could argue that I could just not play the game and don't have to hurt you, but like, I mean, who are you to say that? Toby Fox? He ain't here. Like, don't worry about that. This ain't Undertale. Bright Burst, blinded the target, and rose my attack. Okay, so Top Man is, that's an issue, because I actually have nothing that does neutral damage against Bright Man. Top Man is my only source of neutral damage. And if his attack is just gonna keep falling, it's gonna be a bad time. I can maybe see if I can't sneak him in here. Once Bright Man maybe runs out of energy or something. Yeah, we'll show them our peaceful ways by force. Poor neutral planet, they didn't deserve such a fate. Okay, and Brightman was recharging there, so I'll give him another turn. Yeah, let's wait till Brightman kind of exhausts himself again. Then we'll get Top Man in and we'll just try, you know, shooting. That really wasn't doing a whole lot of damage. Oh no, that's doing a hell of a lot of damage. Oh, Brightman's stats have been boosting up. What's up with that? When did that happen? Generated weapon energy, targeted me, using Bright Burst. Oh, he triggered an attack swap with me. Uh-oh, that's not good. Alright, you know what? Let's we'll just do a sacrifice play. We'll let Rhythm fall so that way we can get a clean switch into Top Man. All right. Thanks. Always pulling out the new trick the moment I thought I have him down, huh? Well, it's cool to know that Magnetic Shockwave is here. Sounds like it probably useful. Impact Missile. I'm down for it. Oh yeah, you're right, D. Yamato Man would definitely have the Cherry Blossom skill. Cherry Blossom skin. Okay. So, yeah, before Brightman can absolutely destroy my attack, let's use Buster Shot and hope for the best. Alright, sweet, I get 2 turns to do this. Alright, I didn't need 2 turns. Hell yeah. Alright, good strategy, good strategy. No, no top spin right now. I can't break poor Brightman's heart. I need him on my team. I have to do neutral damage. Otherwise, I totally would have. Buster Shot to win, true. You know, that's kind of like letting it spin, letting it rip. Another Time Core robot. Alright, not my favorite, but it works. Electric Time Attack. The user generates an intense burst of light that damages the target with 10 million watts of power and sharply lowers their attack stat. Wow, so 10 megawatts of power. That's crazy. That's pretty good, though. Like, of the time abilities that we've gotten so far, like, that's actually a pretty good one to load up on something. Let's see. Flashman does the Time Police thing. That's not super useful. Time Man does set schedule, prevents priority moves. That's pretty good, but doesn't synergize with it too well. Need to use space type abilities. Yeah, I mean, if I had anybody that had, like, if there's an electric type that had a very offense-oriented strategy, or, a defense-oriented strategy, that would actually go pretty good. Or a time-based robot master that had a defense-oriented strategy, but none of them seem to really have that. Yeah, they're not necessarily bad in any way, it's just a matter of like, well, I don't know, it doesn't quite do what I need it to do. Although I should probably equip Ringman with some stuff. He's definitely got... The ability to use a cutter type stuff really opens up his toolkit. And space. He has... Yeah, wow, he has a lot of stuff he could actually use. That's crazy. I mean, he could probably make use of Astro Crush Galaxy Bomb, boosting his attack and then making Galaxy Bomb do a lot of damage. I'll give him a shot doing that. Give him a reverse module and Oh, I don't have an extra reverse module on me. Oops, forgot where I had to get those. I think King dropped them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure King and Wily's story got them. I recognize that Red Alert Command and Conquer reference, Miki. Yeah, the topspin RNG has also been kind of bad lately. It's kind of good that I didn't want to go try that out. Yeah, Vaultman from DOS would be perfect for that. Defensive electric type kind of thing. Yeah, you know, I think let's go grab a reverse module for Ringman real quick. This shouldn't take very long. Oh wait, hold on. First, I have to go and give Crashman back to Dr. Wily, though. There we go. Oh, over here. Alright, do that. And let's also... Let's see. One of the other things I was gonna do. Put Napalm Man on the team. And give him a field booster. Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna have 2 cheerleaders for Crashman in the background. It's Wily's week for custody of Crashman. Yeah. Dr. Cossack saying, I just might need him in my back pocket, and Dr. Wily is saying, that's preposterous. He is my robot. He is the best. You will not have him. So let's see. Backtrack to chapter 3. Yeah, Mom said it's my turn on the Crashman. And towards the Royal Palace. And let's see. Crashman at the front, Grenade Man, and where is he? Napalm Man in the back. As cheerleaders, boosting up the explosion damage. Woodman is the cleric. Alright, we're good. Oh, King, I understand that you have an item that I like. Alright, so let's see. Time to make everybody, time to make the crowd go wild and remind them why I love me some Crashman. So first, attack max. Look at that. 3,455 attack. Oof. Woodman heals off the scratch, and now goodbye, other team. Good luck. Why did it? What happened? Was I just out of energy? I might have been out of energy. Did I only use one of those? What happened? That's weird. I guess I must have been out of energy somehow. Try that again, Crashman, please. What's happening? Wait a minute, what? Oh no, I went back to fight King to try to grab his reverse module score bar. That's what happened in a little bit. You stepped out. But why is Napalm Bomb only using... Oh, right, because King protects the guys in the back as long as he's on the field. That's right. So the additional Napalm Bombs just aren't hitting the Trills in the back. Oh, yeah. Let's put up the Galaxy Bomb. And just slowly let King get whittled away. Actually, what am I doing? Use the Wily Buster. How come King has 2 shields? I think more like 6 might be the answer at this point. Oof, rough. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm glad I realized what was happening there. Look at that. The black hole doing 90 damage even if it's not very effective. That's such a good way to put even more pressure on the enemy team with Crashman. Anyways, now that you don't have your King defending you... Goodbye, little minions. Focusing on the video project right now? Oh, that's cool. That makes sense. It's hard to find editing time, and if you can edit while you have like a stream on in the background, all the more power to you. Like whenever I try to do video editing, like it's kind of a pain for me because it's like I want to have something in the background while I do the tedious stuff, but like then when I'm like, oh well, hold on, I now need to pay attention to like, you know, the timing on when these words should pop up, or like, you know, making sure these two things sync. Like it just becomes like, oh screw it, I'll just work in silence kind of thing. I'd have to pause and unpause too often. But anyways, yes, we went there to give Ringman a reverse module so he can spam Astro Crush to his heart's content. What else could he make use of? Boost the speed stat. Not necessary, though. Would be pretty good. There's a Boomerang Blade. Strike up to 4 times increasing strength. Nah, that's not good. I mean, Metal Blade's kind of just a solid attack that could be used. Rolling Cutter, I feel like is honestly more solid of an attack, if anything. And Flame Sword's good for just resetting stats. Yeah, so we could just put that on. Rising Cutter to kind of... Oh no, Metal Press could lower to all stats further. Yeah. And then... Sure, Energy Boost and... Energy Boost to keep him in. Buster Charge to... charge his highly ammo-consumptive habits. And then... I'll replace Buster Shot with, Rising Cutter? I feel like, nah, I don't need to do that. Should be something inexpensive. Maybe Light Buster? No, because then he's gonna be lowering his defenses with the reverse module. Can't defense break himself. Maybe field support? I mean, I could make space good. Although, honestly, just throwing him out in front of some trills would honestly do a pretty good job of doing that. So I don't think I need to bother bolstering that too much. I'll just keep Buster Shot on. Why not? It's not a bad choice. It's a very press in case of emergency type of button. Alright. Back to the fights. Yeah, Crashman does do kind of a Ipecac Pyromaniac. I mean, it's even furthered by the fact that, like, oh yeah, Napalm in the back and Woodman in the back. His health is restored. Weapon energy is restored. Like, Crashman is just constantly replenished. It is absolutely bonkers what you can do to him. Alright, let's go get that Rain Flush I've been waiting for. I imagine, okay, if he is... Drillman's what type again? Earth Core. He's either going to be weak to Impact or Earth, so that way Drillman's would do well against him. I'm going to go with the theory that he's probably going to be weak against Impact, so that way we can give Dive Man a test whirl. So let's put him out there, bring Proto Man along. Here comes the rain again. Someone left the Toad Man in the rain. And I don't know if he can rivet. If I had the lyrics on paper, I could make a good parody of that song, but without it, I'm left adrift. Alright, so Water type field is high, abilities base damage is doubled. Okay, and these are Water Core type robots, so I mean I could just use a bunch of dive missiles. Wouldn't be a bad choice. It would probably be good, though, to boost Dive Man up right now, so that way he's ready for the next fight. Yeah, and he's, like, fully resistant to all this. Alright, sweet. Don't let him do the dance. I'll do my best. Just as long as I, like, Pillsbury Doughboy him every once in a while, he'll be fine. Or it will be fine, yeah. Drill Blitz. This hits others. I think it does hit others. Select target. I forget how it works. Let's just pop off Drill Blitz to remind me how this attack actually works. Okay, so 1 hit the Robofish. 1 Robofish. 2 Robofish. Blue Robofish. Dead Robofish. Alright, and then the second one didn't pop off because Dive Man. Yeah, okay, cool. Time to have a little fishing. Would anybody eat the fish inside of Toadman's sewers? You know, if they were robots, provided you could eat the metal? I don't think I would. It's kind of nasty. Although, I don't know. Though these are remarkably clean sewers, all things considered. Though, I guess it probably wouldn't have been, No, actually, even for the Mega Man series, Toadman has some remarkably clean sewers. Like, compare this to how Pump Man's stage looks. Like, yeah, ew. That's nasty water. Splash women fear me, Geotots want me. That's good. That would be a good hat. Remind me to make one of those assets when I start playing Mega Man 9 on stream. Sewers with rats in it and a giant snail. Yeah, those are side dishes. Question mark. This hypothetical is getting weird. It didn't feel good coming out of my mouth, but I decided to let the intrusive thought win anyways. Okay, weak to earth and nature. Oh, wow. Then, wrong choice. Like, well, no, Drill Blitz is the earth type, so it'll work. But he is a water core, so Dive Torpedo should absolutely shred this man. I know I have to do neutral damage to get him, but how much does Dive Torpedo do? Oh! Oh, you poor bastard. Poor Toadman. Restart that battle, though. Being weak to nature's reference not liking Snake Man. That makes sense. Toads are pretty low on the food chain, so it would only make sense that Toadman would not enjoy being preyed upon. Alright, get out of here, Toadman. You can't even survive the Buster shots in a row. You're cooked. You're done. You've been boiled alive. Slowly. You didn't notice. Alright, sweet. Now I got Rain Flush on our side. Very accurate to Mega Man 4. Yeah, you just Pillsbury Toadboy him enough. He'll go down. Alright, Rain Flush. Large capsule in the air, showers of field and acid rain, damages everyone. This ability's damage is not affected by attack stats, defense stats, or position variables. Interesting, okay. So it's a... It has kind of a screen wipe effect that can be basically used no matter how beat up, broken, and down you are. That's pretty good. And pretty good thing for Toadman to have, considering how beat up, broken, and down he always is. Alright. Now the question is, who's the best Rain Flush user? Okay, so let's see. Two energy? Hold on, that's probably just because I'm looking at Toadman. I go and look at it from here. Yeah, Rain Flush, 8 energy. Yep, that tracks. That tracks a lot more. Okay, well, we would want somebody then to be... You would then want somebody who can make use of not really caring about their stats. They just have high stats by default. Would need to be water core and willing to spam it. Inflicting water-type damage without resistance. That's kind of good on Wave Man. I mean, considering that it does ignore stat problems, but it doesn't ignore resistances. That would really help out Rain Flush in being super good. Maybe it's something like Bubble Lead or Bubble Spray. Yeah, we can... Well, no, Bubble Spray will synergize well with the other ice things that we have here. Unfortunately, robots hit by this frigid attack will find themselves weak to freeze type for the rest of the battle. Damages all robots on the opponent's side of the field. Oh, well, actually, yeah, if I just use Blizzard attack, then I don't even need to bother with Bubble Spray anymore. Alright, yeah, so swap that out for Rain Flush. Waveman can make pretty good use of that, I think. Yeah, Rain Flush. Oh, and Field Booster, Rain not seen since Noah's Ark. Not a bad strategy. You can at least just have field support on Waveman to kind of make things work. I kind of like having him as a hybrid of Freeze and Water, so maybe bring Waveman back into the fray. He never really got a chance to shine. It's not a bad Robot Master. He just never really had a good opportunity to use him. He and Toadman were the Wily Castle Robot Masters in the Game Gear game, so he should be able to use Rain Flush. Alright, yeah. I'll give it a go, why not? We'll bring Waveman into the next fight. What was Toadman's ability again? Green Farmer, robot stats are boosted to protect nearby plants. Okay, Toadman, you're trying. You're trying. I mean, that could help with Woodman and Plantman in the party, and maybe a couple of, like, random support robots. Maybe workshop it a little bit, Toadman, and come back in Mega Man RPG Prototype 2. Alright, well, let's test it out then. Let's go to the Robosaur Boneyard. Let's get Skull Barrier. I've seen King pull out Skull Barrier enough times to realize that it's a pretty good panic button type of weapon, and having something like that versus the likes of Slur would be pretty nice to have as a backup. Okay, so yeah, we need to bring in Waveman so we can actually get some stats up. Well, I mean, he doesn't actually need it, considering Rain Flush is just gonna be good without stat boosting, so yeah, let's just bring him in and take Rhythm along. Yeah, I think Rhythm's a good backup. Oh yeah, Toadman originally built as an agricultural robot. Alright, well, at least his ability makes canonical sense, even if it doesn't make combat sense, which, fair enough. I mean, Dr. Cossack did not build these guys for combat explicitly, so. Alright, Skullmits, what are you guys? Shadow Core. Interesting. Weak to freeze? Oh man, sucks to be y'all. Oh, that didn't kill? I'm surprised. Usually these guys, the little guys, go down in one hit. Alright, well, 2 hits it is then. If the game had Hell Wheel, that would be pretty cool, but I don't think it does. That would be a fun April Fool's Day thing, to have the Cossack story give you all the Rockman 4 MI abilities, but something tells me that that's maybe a little bit more work than it's worth. Alright, hi Skullman. Resistant to space, immune to flame, shadow type, and now we have to go through the arduous process of taking him down little by little without destroying his poor little heart. Alright, yep, so time to expect a long, drawn-out fight. Gonna fight Grim? Yeah, true, hold on. If there's a purple ult of Skullman, I'll go and purchase the... Wow. Okay. I did not expect Skullberry to do that much damage. It's not even super effective. Jeez, okay, Skullman, you're not messing around. Okay, so I can't really use my... Oh, that's right, Rhythm doesn't even have... I keep forgetting I do not give Rhythm any neutral type attacks, so... Yeah, I guess, I I guess I'll just have to come back to this fight. And get Skullman separately. Ah, crap, I'm out of weapon energy. Poor time for that. Yeah, it is good to know Skull Barrier still hits like Hell Wheel. You're so right on that aspect. That hurt quite a bit. I wonder what's making it so powerful. It's also interesting considering that no other fight so far using Skull Barrier has actually released it. It's just been used offensively only. Oh, right, and then this thing goes last. Oh, at least it still lowered his stats, so I'll take that. That's still a win. A win is a win. Speed mode? Oh, hold on, Grim. I think you might be vindicated here. Skullman is entering Hell Wheel mode. This might be rough. Everybody hold on to your asses. Well, actually, no, that only really benefits me, honestly, considering that I don't need to worry about, now his attack and speed are much worse. I could just kind of easily pick him off. Okay, we're gonna have to come back here with someone much more suited to the task. We just come back here with Crash Man, honestly. I don't feel like toying around with Skullboy. Ooh, cool death animation though. Or death sprite, I mean. Alright. Exit mission. Come back with Crash Boy. User surrounds itself with tiny skull-like barriers to bolster shields and prevent all damage from attacks for one turn. The shield can also be thrown at the target for massive damage. Okay. Guess I wasn't kidding about the massive damage part. I mean, jeez. You got something you want to say to me, Crash? I mean, maybe my Robot Master's a little bit, more based and explosion-pilled than yours, but... that's the extent of the message, really. Let's see here. So, kind of want to give Skullberry to like Airman because he was really good defensively. I mean, of course, so is good old Gutsman, but he, let's see here. Prevents to fat stat for being reduced. Powerful Breeze. I could give it to either one of them. They could probably make good use of it. I don't know. I'll have to think about that another time. Like, which thing would I even... Like, if I wanted to give it to Airman, which thing would I replace? Like, all of these are really good to have on Airman. I guess Air Twister is maybe a little gimmicky. Doing the payback damage kind of hasn't really ever paid off, so maybe I'll switch that out for Skull Barrier. Oh yeah, I forgot Plant Barrier is also like an easy way to heal, too. Huh. Shield can be thrown for massive damage. Yeah, no, that does do quite a bit of damage. It's similar to Leaf Shield, just like... it's just like slightly better than Leaf Shield, actually. Less energy and more damage. Yeah, actually, hold on, I know exactly what to change then. Yeah, let's replace Air Twister for Plant Barrier, Skull Barrier for Leaf Shield, and Buster Shot versus Shield Shot. Shield Shot does 10 damage base, Buster does 12 damage base. And since Airman's not natively Shield Core, it'd probably be kind of a dumb idea to put that on him. Alright, that works. Not like I'm ready to use Airman, necessarily, but It's good to have him on. A good strategy in the background. But oh yeah, let's check if there's a we have a nice purple skull man to purchase later. Let's see, Ringman, Alt, Pharaohman, Chargeman, Blizzardman. Oh no, wait, I I have to go and unlock Skullman first before I can bedazzle him. All right. Oh, and I didn't. Okay, hold on. Forgot to put Crashman on the team. All right, get him in here, and while we're at it, put Napalm Man in here, just so that way I can absolutely spam whatever I need to do. I could purchase him, but he's just like comes at level 2, and like I don't know. I don't really want, if I want to actually try to use these guys, like, I don't really want to do that. I only want, like, because then I'd have to spend time off stream, like, grinding them up, and I'm been pretty bad at doing that, so I don't trust myself to. It would just be easier to, you know, get him at this level and not have to upgrade him. I only want a couple of unupgraded Robot Masters, so that way I can, go ahead and use them as sacrifice plays for Crashman in the future. Oh hey, it's little toy soldier things. Were the Skullbats immune to explosion? Oh, okay, no they weren't. Okay, sweet. Goodbye, everybody. Alright, half the team's pretty good. I'll take half the team. Napalm Man does need some more experience, though. He needs to be in more fights. Hey, Lincoln Allen, welcome back. The skeleton is coming out again. Oh no, the skeleton is coming out again. New mechas in the field. Yeah, I have noticed that before. I just totally forgot about it. It's been a while since I've retread ground. Hey, Super Nerd. 50% good team is better than 50% bad team. True. Why would you want even bad team when you could be good team? It is good philosophy to have. Alright, and Wily Buster up for the next turn. Thank you, Miki. Well practiced in my, my Vinesauce Joel references. Apparently I can do Joel's, like, you know, dumbass voice pretty well, all things considered. When he wants to go and, you know, when he's doing like, oh no, the toad is coming out with the stinky rain. What am I going to do? Apparently I do that fairly well, but, you know, I'm not gonna say that I'm a perfect Joel impersonator. There was probably some flaws in that already. Alright, cool. Now we got Skullman. I've always liked the Mega Man 4 boss music, but man, it's such a short song and loops fast. Yeah, in the same sense where it's like I enjoy how, I like enjoy the composition of like the original stage select from Mega Man 4. Like, and to be fair, all of the stage selects are really short loops, but Mega Man 4's really stands out in my mind as like, oh, this is a short loop. Skull Sacrifice ability, Shadow type with unique effects. The user sacrifices half of their own life to reanimate a disabled robot on their side of the field. Ooh. we have Revive. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's maybe because Mega Man 4 has like such a distinct like I know Mega Man 1s and 2s is like really repetitive, but for some reason I feel like I don't know, it loops back in a little bit better on itself in those two games, and Mega Man 4's is just like, it's so, I think it's because the composition is so good and not so simple. Like, it's kind of becomes strikingly obvious when something that's, like, really well composed all of a sudden loops back in on itself. Meanwhile, you have Mega Man 1 and 2 that are like, okay, these are just a couple of simple beeps and boops, and, like, it comes back and is like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I kind of expected that. This sounds like something that someone spent 8 seconds on, and meanwhile, Mega Man 4 is like, wow, it really sounds like someone put a lot of time, love, and care into it, but then it got looped. And all of their efforts were kind of, you know, taken away. Oh my goodness. Skullman, that's a hell of an ability. Does extra damage when the target has a weakness? The only thing that's not good against are the trills. That's really good. I see why Skull Barrier was absolutely kicking my ass. My goodness, okay, damn. What am I about until him? I think the worst stage select scene is Mega Man and Bass. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I mean, I don't know, it's been a while since I've thought of remembered the Mega Man and Bass, the stage select. Hell, it's been a while since I played Mega Man and Bass. I wish Capcom didn't forget about it in the Legacy Collection. I would actually play it. But since they forgot about it, it's like I would have to remember to go on to my, like, you know, Z-SNES W or whatever and, like, boot it up. Be like, oh, I'm not gonna remember this type of thing. Yeah, no, Grim, good news for you. Skullman seems to be cool as hell, so he can hang with the boys. He can come out on adventures with us. Oh, I can give you Gold Skullman. That's like the opposite of purple. Let's see. Where else to see? There's Blue Skull Man. That's kind of temporal, man. You made that guy. And then, hold on, where was Skullman Alt 2? I think I must have scrolled past him. No, there's one Alt 2, Bright Man, Top Man, Toad Man, Drill Man, Ring Man. Orange. Well. Oh, wait, hold on. We have the Alt 4s unlocked here now. Heat Man, Oil, Ice, Quick, Toad, Wave, Astro. Okay, we haven't unlocked the Alt 4s for everybody yet, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Well, that's a pretty cool Astro Man. Maybe if I refresh the page, I can see more alts. Z-SNES was 1999. Yeah, I kind of downloaded it a long time ago and just never felt the need to upgrade it. I mean, if I did anything now, I'd probably use a different one, but it's been so long. It's like, I don't need to replace it. I barely even use the damn thing. Alright, well, unfortunately, no Purple Skullman for you yet. I'll have to see if, yeah, gold will have to do for now. I'll have to see if we can get a purple one later with buying enough alts. The DOS Oil Man skin? Yeah, I thought that one looked a little bit different. That's why I was like, hey, I gotta click on this. What does this look like? Oh, yeah, that's kinda... Huh. That's interesting. I mean, he just kind of turns into one color. But I'll take it. Should we tell him? Oh no, is there no Purple Skull Man? Don't break my heart like this. Don't break Grim's heart like this. Go's got a scarf one? Oh yeah, that kind of type. That one's pretty cool. Alright, well, hey, you know what? This is perfect, Grim, too. Skullman's also good at using Skull Sacrifice, so if Crashman ever falls down, we could use you to pick him right back up. Alright, kitting him out with shield-type stuff would probably be a decent idea, though. Considering that if we want him to be able to use Skull Sacrifice multiple times in a row, it would be a good idea to give him Plant Barrier, so that way he could recover that way. And then especially using Skull Barrier to help stall that out would allow him to heal more off of that Plant Barrier. So yeah, let's give him a Shield Core if I have one. I do not have one. Is there anybody I could just siphon a shield core off of really quickly? Someone I haven't been using very much. No, shield core's on Airman. Or alternatively, anybody quickly remember where I can just grind off a shield core real quick? I mean, I guess I could just go to, I could go to Doc Robot. Doc Robot could drop me a shield core. I don't know what he would have to transform into. I guess somebody would have to be weak to shield, so I'd have to go and use them. The Dosh Oilman skin looks like Oilman's trying to cosplay as a Harlequin baby. Truly, Oilman can't stop being offensive no matter what. Yeah, I guess it's just in just in the code, you know. Dr. Light was feeling really on the wrong side of things that day. You didn't need to look that up. You just said to not Google it. Oof. Yeah, Grimspecs, watch the cognito hazards you're putting out there. Actually, all right. I actually don't know what a Harlequin baby is. I'm going to look that up on my other thing real quick, just so I can be horrified. Oh wait, isn't that Hey, isn't that a thing in the Binding of Isaac? Oh yeah, that's whack looking. Cool. Alright. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, wait, who else can I get a... So yeah, who can I get a shield core off of, guys? I don't remember who I can easily get one off of. Slash, I don't remember who is weak to shield, and therefore who I could just stand up against Doc Robot and quickly get one off on him. And these guys are not weak to shield. Freeze in nature, electric wind, shadow space, impact explode, cutter swift, non explode. How do you think you found out about it? No, that tracks. That makes sense. It's just that it took me a second to connect the dots. You remember some shock site involving one while back just to be edgy. That makes sense. Plenty of those out there. Cutter electric, explode freeze, water freeze, earth water. Oh, no one's really weak to shield, huh? I mean, that makes kind of sense. Like, there would be very few... I would expect very few Robot Masters just explicitly weak to having a shield tossed at them. I mean, there are Robot Masters that are literally weak to shields, but none that are, like... None's a shield-ass shield. Usually there's some kind of, you know, nature-y aspect to the shield. Alright, so I can't just throw myself against Doc Robot for one. Do I have, like, shield pieces, maybe? I can maybe buy some shield pieces from somebody? I just don't want to take the shield core off of, Oh. Gee, I wish I didn't sold 1 million shield cores to Reggae. That was a stupid idea. Yeah, I don't want to take it off of Airman because, like, that'll just be such a pain to actually put back together again. Alright, I do not. Okay, well... If anybody has the knowledge and wants to send that to me, I'll take advantage of it in the future. I guess for now... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm having a brain blast. I think I had all those shield cores because King 1 has a shield core. So if we go back and fight King in the Light story, I think that's where the shield core is. Let me check and make sure that's true. Binding of Isaac made you learn many things you wish you hadn't. Oh, you poor soul. You actually look up the things that are in Binding of Isaac. I just accept them as they come to me. I'm just like, yeah, sure, that's probably something, like, horrifying. I don't need to look at that any further. Yeah, let's not fight these guys at level. That will take a very long time. When he obtains the poop chalice. The Diamond Mechas and the Crystal Joe fight with the shield type move to get more shards. Oh yeah, you're so right. I already forgot about that. Let me go do that. Alright. Airman, you're back on the... Well, no. Hold on. I mean, Skullman has a shield-type move. I could just make him use Skull Barrier. Well, that might give me Shadow-type moves, so I should probably just get someone with Shield Shot up here. Alright. And just make it guaranteed. Okay. A little bit of drawing, or a little bit of grinding. Please forgive. If anybody has interesting weekend stories in the meantime, I would feel free to share. I don't have much to fill in, as I mentioned earlier. I was kind of spending a lot of time this weekend just preparing for yesterday's stream, so... Skullman's also resistant to space attacks, so he'd be a good pick for Slur, it would seem. Oh, hell yeah. It's Crash and the Gang, including... Crash and the Gang, featuring Grimspecs, fighting off Slur. It's the perfect team. Spent your weekend cooking and then coming down with a virus. Not exactly exciting. Yeah, that sucks. That's you've been getting sick a fair amount, D. That's unfortunate to hear. You're probably not interested in any, you know, Monday morning quarterbacking, but like, if you want, here's some unsolicited advice. I used to be sick like constantly in undergrad because I had like, I've always had kind of like persistent sinus issues, but like I had kind of come into undergrad and college with like I had come into undergrad and college with like persistent sickness because I had I had pretty bad bronchitis in senior year of high school that took a really long time to go away, and like my immune system was just kind of shot for like the next 2.5 years. I was like getting sick every few months, despite, you know, living a relatively hygienic life, all things considered, as much as you can in, you know, some shitty college dorm. But once, you know, one of my professors did recommend that my chemistry professors, by the way, did actually recommend I take a little bit of vitamin C supplements to kind of, you know, bolster my immune system back up. And, you know, I roll my eyes. I'm like, oh, the supplement game is all kind of, you know, scammy and what have you. It's not real. But I gotta say, I started taking the vitamin C just to, like, kind of, you know, boost things back up. And I actually started feeling, like, better, like, a lot better within a couple of months. Like, I was no longer getting sick all the time. I was back to getting sick, like, maybe once a year, back to my normal kind of, like, amount of sickness. So I think maybe it was just kind of like when I had that bronchitis back in high school, it just destroyed my body's vitamin C reserves, or like the proper, you know, immune function, or however biology works. And like, I just kind of need to, like, you know, hit me with a big shot of vitamin C to kind of get everything back to normal again. Now it's kind of like I'll take it as like a, you know, oh, I haven't had much vitamin C in a while, I'll do it again. Or like, oh, I was just sick, let me get some more to kind of, you know, recharge my system. You haven't got sick since like late February or early March? That was still pretty recent. I remember you being kind of sick, you know, on one of the streams, so. Oh, one of your relatives 94. Congrats, Grim. They have lived a very long and experienced life. They get to continue living for another year, and maybe more. Got the virus someone at your family at the gym, probably. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Going outside tends to do that. I take a plane and I get sick, so that's the main reason why I still wear, like, I'm still mask on the planes, because I always historically got sick on planes before COVID, and it only got worse after COVID, so. Yeah, fixing your septum helps a little bit, probably. I mean, I think my dad has a deviated septum, and he, you know, just kind of works with it. Ends up being okay. but it's definitely not a cure-all, end-all. I guess it just helps prevent more blockages. Eating sauerkraut again. Ooh, that's pretty good, though. Got some probiotics in there. Although, I don't know. I don't like, I've had some good sauerkraut that I enjoy. For the most part, though, I'm not really into, like... I'm not really a vegetable man. I'm still kind of a baby when it comes to that aspect of things. But, you know, I do appreciate... what am I trying to say here? I have had a couple of times where it's like, oh, this is, like, fermented and delicious and not just, like, super cabbagey and farty. Like, this is fine. Ooh, hey, Skullman can double up on the Crash Avenger strategy. Nice. And with all of the explode modifiers and the rest of the Crashman cheerleading team, that'll be perfect. Super arm, I mean, wouldn't be a terrible idea. Having Skullman kind of reserving for maybe more clerical duties would be good, though. Although, actually, I don't know. I mean, Woodman already fills in the clerical role. Like, I mean, just kind of help things out. I mean, having just something else to help resist damage would be pretty good. Four energy, 8 energy. Alright, so that takes up a lot more energy. That's why I would want to use Proto Shield over Super Arm on occasion, but Super Arm can in fact transfer to another guy. Yeah, put Super Arm on. Why not? It's a good idea. Yeah, planes are very ideal places for viruses to spread. Like, it's a big recirculating air tube. Like, sure, there's like HEPA filters going through it, but like you're still standing next to a bunch of people from God knows where throughout the country, and whatever the hell their hygiene habits are, you're packed in like sardines and breathing in each other's effluence. It's not a fun time. I don't exactly like the idea of planes. They're kind of gross. Yeah, I don't know, I could put some other stat things on. Put a attack boost and defense boost. Not bad ideas. Then go all in and like could probably move Buster Shot for something else. Buster Charge, help out with all these defensive moves. Yeah, it could work. I mean, Skullman's kind of fast, not that fast. I don't have the I don't have the ability to go speed mode, so. Oh, but yeah, schools are like just. Oh, schools are the worst place for sickness, because then you have the kid factor of, hi, mommy, I just put my fire talk inside of my mouth after I went and ran it through the toilet. It's like, oh god, no. I hate kids. I'm sorry, I really hate kids. I'm not a kids person. Kids tend to freak me out, because they're just, like, weird and, like, non-logical, and they just, like, are germ factories, and just, ugh, god. I don't like kids at all. Like veggies when they're cooked properly, not either green beans or asparagus. That's actually funny you say that. Those are like the two green vegetables I actually enjoy a fair bit. Green beans are neutral, and like asparagus can definitely be done wrong, but like if you bake it really nice and get it crispy, yeah, asparagus is actually pretty good. It's one of the few vegetables that's like kind of better like fried to be pretty brown. I like it in that scenario a lot. A second Robot Master has learned Crash Avenger. It's all Jover. Yeah, we can... well, we could test out Crash and Skullman, but Skullman's a better as a net roll overall. What is he normally weak to? Ringman? I think I kitted out Ringman, right? I could bring Ringman along. Got the reverse module. Yeah, let's bring Ringman along. Buster Shot, all these other stuff. I need someone else with good neutral damage to take on Dustman. Top Man's got some good neutral damage I gave to him. Airman has the ability to stall out neutral. Oh, I steal a shield shot on. Oops. Dive Bag can still Buster Shot. That's not a bad idea. Let's bring Ringman, Proto Man. That works. If you mentioned it, your high school is full of both slobs and people obsessed with perfect attendance. If you mentioned it before your plane trip last summer, there's a lady who was hacking and coughing both before and during the flight. Excellent. You'll love to see that. You know, should give COVID or was a crowded marketplace like you suspected? Could be either. Who's to say? You hate both the textures of green beans and asparagus. Doesn't help that you've had both steamed for most of your life. Oh god, yeah. Like, you've only eaten roasted asparagus starting like 4 years ago. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. Like steamed vegetables are absolutely a no-go. I hate that. Like, I used to think that all vegetables were basically irredeemably terrible because my parents liked steamed vegetables. They liked them being more on that kind of crunchy and raw and earthy side, and I'm like, why on earth would you ever like your food to taste like dirt? Don't you want it to taste like good, savory, maybe like pleasant and not bitter on your tongue? Like that's a concept. And wow, all of a sudden I actually find out that I like carrots and I like bell peppers and I like mushrooms and I like green beans, and it's like, wow. It turns out that if you cook them with like an actual tasty, flavor palette in mind, it turns out vegetables ain't so bad. You use some oil with them and they're good. Orange is yellow, not orange. I wouldn't. It's somewhere in the middle. I'm not gonna split hairs about it. Energy boost. I should have used more Astro Crush to get actually better stats for this. Oh well. We'll Buster Shot him down. Most vegetables your texture reverse to. Put them in sushi rolls and you can probably eat them no issue. Fair enough. I think that definitely can bother some people. There we go. Soon enough, the chat will be a giant text ball for health advice and germ discussion. Yeah, welcome to the health forum. We need to look out for each other now. You know. Well, okay. The site lagged a little bit. I did not mean to hit him with Ring Boomerang. Oh well. I'll just finish the fight and restart it. You were a catalyst in getting them to move away from steamed veggies. Yeah, good. I also kind of have a similar, I think I've kind of had a similar impact on my parents, because I think one of the other reasons they were so into steaming their vegetables, because they, like, growing up in the 70s, they had, like, you know, the bad advice of, oh, well, if you cook your vegetables, that's gonna, like, destroy all the nutrients in there. But I'm like, no, actually, as a chemist, I can say if you cook your things, unless you burn them, you're not decomposing the actual good nutrients in there. Like, it's fine. In fact, having oil along with your... Oh, that's a cool thing for Dustman. Having oil along with your vegetables, I did not mean to click the home button, actually makes them, some of the vitamins more accessible, because some of them are fat-soluble only, and if you just steam them, you're not really unlocking them very well, and they kind of don't dissolve well in your gut. Alright, hold on. Gotta head back. I messed up. You're a top man, though. And get him with his fully charged Buster Shot. Probably do a good job. There we go. Let There Be Light. Yeah, I've seen Duckley's work. It's pretty good stuff. I like a lot of his works. Let There Be Light itself actually never really captured my attention, but a lot of other Duckley's kind of fake bit work is really, really good. Yeah, don't cook the meat. It removes all the nutrients and flavors. It's like, yeah, just like, do you hear your own logic there, parents? Like, come on. Well, good. Thankfully, thank God they had a chemist's son to actually ask like real questions like this. Drenching veggies in butter and garlic. Oh yeah, it's tasty. It's definitely a reliable way to go. Needleman offers free vaccines. Yeah, and tetanus, like Lincoln mentions. True. Baking fish. I still haven't ventured into the world of fish, although Grim has convinced me that the next time sushi is available to me, I will steal it off somebody's plate and be like, okay, fine, let me try this. I have been getting, I've gotten a little adventurous with fish lately, I won't say lately, I guess within the last year, I've tried more fish things, I'm okay with shrimp now. I've had, decent catfish in New Orleans, and I also was out with friends once at a Chinese place, and they ordered eel to have, and the eel was, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't my thing, but I didn't, gag and convulse right there at the table, so, that's a big step for me. Yeah, cooking fish kills nutritious parasites. Don't you love parasites? It'll allow you to get a worm in your brain. I hear that gives you Baldur's Gate abilities. You can, psychic blast people. Still iffy on raw seafood. Yeah, I'm definitely hesitant if I don't even like cooked seafood to give raw seafood a try, but... humor people I must. Well, not I must, but I guess I will. New mecha. If only I've actually been collecting mechas. Yeah, I've kind of been just shooting down all the mechas. I haven't really been doing anything with them. I haven't scanned them. I haven't, tried befriending them or anything. I think it'd be a cool aspect of this game to explore, but it's one that's there's only so many hours in the day. I have enough Robot Masters to collect as Pokemon. I haven't been using the mecha ability at all. Maybe one day. I'll give it a shot. Achoo, my poor aching sinuses. Hey, look, D, it's you! D for Dustman. Alright, let's see what Dustman brings to the table. I had eel. Yeah, it was kind of like it was family style ordering, so I figured, alright, fine, I'll give it a shot. And it was okay, but it wasn't something I would eat if I had other options. Gives a stat pellet or capsule to an ally in need at the end of the turn. I guess that's okay. But, does that technically go against my no items policy? A piece of philosophy to chew on. A piece of stage debris with its powerful vacuum and then blast it at the target for massive damage. That's okay. I wonder if it has a synergy with Super Arm. That would be kind of interesting if it did. Where it's if the Super Arm block is on the field, then Dust Crusher also fires the Super Arm block, but... yeah, alright, I don't know. Dustman could be alright, but he's not really, interesting me at the moment. Remember watching a show about Korea, they were showing this dish about a tiny octopus they would wrap around chopsticks, dip into sauce, and then eat it. Yeah, alive. That's I'm not... Look, I already don't exactly love the morals of killing animals for food, because as humans, I feel like we can be above the food chain and do things outside of that. But it's one of those things that I say, whatever, I'm sucking it up and being morally gray on this one because, I like meat, and I'm not gonna stop eating meat, so, great moral conviction your streamer here has, but, yeah, I don't know, I think, eating it alive, that's just, come on, we aren't that barbaric, we can do better. I know it's a cultural thing, so, maybe I shouldn't shit on it too much, to be culturally friendly, but, that's not... oof. I would not eat live octopus. I've had, fried calamari, and that's fine, but, nothing, too adventurous, all things considered. I wonder what copy ability the Doc Robot will give this time. Only the rest of chat knows. The streamer is clueless. Alright, well, that's the thing with Doc Robot. You don't want to really do too much setup, because he immediately goes for the weakness play. So, if we just want to go with that mentality, we can bring Waveman in, because he can just kind of buffet the field with Rain Flush. And then, who else is good at just, like, instant big damage? Top Man is not good at instant big damage. He's good at delayed big damage. Proto Man has decent instant big damage. Alright, we'll bring these two along. the scream gets me every time. I always forget that the scream is incorporated into the remix. Alright, so, let's see. Doc Robot, what were you up to again? Copy core, no anything. Alright. Alright, let's get the Rain Flush off. Alright, and just instant death. Alright, it's cool. Fun. Thanks. Yeah, no, it's absolutely better for me to experience things blind. I'm just, you know, I'm making a funny hee-hee ha-ha at the dramatic irony of the situation. Alright, Disco Buster, perhaps, instead. Alright, yeah. Ruining Doc Robot's attack stat is kind of the necessary strategy to take at first. Alright, unfortunately, I don't think Proto Man's gonna have the longevity to get through this. Let's... Hold on. Restart battle, rotate order, ruin his attack stat first, and then go in on him.
Ready.
Gotta watch that dock chip? Oh yeah. The diverse operations circuit thing. I thought that was just his ability, not necessarily his item. Actually, I don't recognize his item. It's like some kind of copy cell or something. You need Wave to hit the Sniper Joes. Don't know if Proto will be able to break their shields. Good point. We'll just try to, what the... Oh, right. Proto Man just throws super arm at people. I forgot about that. Well, that's a shame that I forgot about that. Alright, well, we'll just get some damage off of Proto Man, and then, sacrifice him, get Wave Man in. You did good, Proto Man. You lowered defenses. I'll take it. Wave Man is under-leveled. That's probably why he died so quickly last time. Oh well, maybe he'll live through this. Ooh, I think just barely we might be able to get through this. I think Wave Man has just over 50% health left. Maybe with a little bit of help from RNGesus, we might be able to pull this off. Because, yeah, Rain Flush would be the best to use again for massive damage. Alright. Come on, Wave Man. Survive. Yeah! Oh, it was a speed pellet. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Not very useful. Copy style? Now, hold on. Is that a Battle Network reference? Is that a freaking Battle Network reference, dude? Rival challenge is now available. Oh, hey, that's like not Dr. Light fighting us. That's weird. The copy style ability. Copy type attacking move, 32 base power. Base power? Base power. The user summons a large futuristic-looking device behind the target that drains their energy to deal damage. If the user can land a knockout with this ability, the energy collected by the device may transform them into a near-perfect copy of the target? Huh. Not entirely sure what the now own the best ability in the game. Alright, I mean, if it's good then. You can be anyone. Alright. I mean, that could be fun. I could become Trills. I could become... yeah, I guess I could become King. That could be cool. Go test it out. Alright, yeah, you know what? I will. Let's see. Oop, that's the wrong button. We try Slur another time. I don't feel like getting into a long, difficult fight where I actually have to knock out someone using that at the moment, but let's go and take, Oh, wait, no, I don't want to... Didn't want to do them. No, hold on. No, wait, no, I'm ruining everything. I need to organize the robots first. Okay, get... Proto Man, the copy style... Right? Yeah, give her super armor on Proto Man. Give him copy style. Give him over to Dr. Wily real quick. And let's go to the Rothor fights. I want to become Rothor. What happened to Dr. Wily? What do you mean what happened to Dr. Wily? He looks alright to me. I mean, he's got a red face over here, but otherwise he looks alright. Sort of take some setup I can't do yet. Yeah, I imagine it'd probably take a little bit too long. Not worth at the moment. Let's see what I can cook with copy style. Alright. What numbnuts can I use to get through these quickly? Swordman, Heatman, Woodman, Grenade Man, I guess. I don't know. Just bring all you guys. Oh, so there's immune to copy. Alright, that makes sense. I have to probably get someone that like completely gets rid of immunities. Where's the immunity dog image? I need them to get rid of immunities for me. Hyper Bomb do multiple damage, occasionally hitting benched robots. Yeah, right. Tridon mechas are easy targets. Yeah, that's a fair point. I kind of considered that after I launched the bomb. I was like, maybe I should try it on this. Oh, base unlocked a new ability. A little bit late for you, bud. Alright, let's switch off to Proto Man then. Could just mimic a Dark Man. I mean, I could mimic anything I want. Okay, so copy style. Alright. Cool! I'm now a PX Baton. PX Baton's shields and health and... okay. Interesting. Do I still have all of my moves, or do I just have all of their moves? I don't have all of my moves, but I can drop the style if I want to. Usually land a knockout ability, energy collected device transformed to near copper target. Alright, so I could try it again. No, that just... okay. Oh, Proto Man's kinda hurt now. Where did two of my abilities go? I forget, yeah, wait a minute. Where did my, Buster shots go? That's weird. And Crow took his face. Yeah. Has some Avatar Last Airbender, face stealer type shit going on. Alright, now I get a distinct feeling Proto Man might die to Rothor over here. I didn't plan this out very well. Let's see, behind the target. Does that actually go past the, No, it doesn't go past the little shield. Alright, well, that's not working, but... Yeah, this, I'll toy with it later. I'll toy with it off stream, because I think, yeah, well, yeah, Dr. Light's chapter, I could go back and do that pretty easily. Alright, hold on. Base crush, summons a large tablet. Receiving double damage for the next 6 turns. Oh, that's actually not bad. Hey, we have something for Skullman to use. All right, this wasn't a total bungle of an operation. All right, go ahead, Proto Man. Go over to Dr. Light, and then everyone else who is good. Also go ahead and follow. Alright, come on, Dr. Light, load. Don't want any of your moves replaced, put copy style last. Oh, okay, I guess that works. I mean, does it get replaced with anything else? Like, maybe I wasn't too observant, but I feel like it just kind of, replaced entirely. Nothing else, interesting came along with it. Alright, let's actually save Proto Man this time. That way he can come out later. Because, I mean, if I get, replaced with new and interesting moves, then that's something that I could, cook with and find to be pretty cool, but otherwise, yeah, it doesn't really seem, super worth it.
Ready.
Alright, that doesn't actually... I don't know why I thought the regular Buster Shot would remove his shield. And neither will the roll swing. Okay, let's bring out the Buster Shot. Compatible moves stay +1s that the target has equipped. You just gotta know what you're copying. I see. So, I mean, something that's good with foreknowledge, then. But overall, I'm not seeing why it's one of the best things in the game yet. Unless it just, like, adds the, all of the extra moves into, like, my move pool. Which, that would make sense. I would want to get, like, especially from Rothor, if that's an option, I'd want to get Shield Drive from him. That's a crazy move. God, the fight just keeps getting longer with all the different things that are being boosted at the end of the turn. Oh, this guy needs a little bit of health. Woodman gotta heal him. Oh, wait, the explosion modifier's gotta go up. Grenades man gotta do his thing. Okay, minions down. I get to try this again. Alright, Rothor. Let's, yeah, let's chip you down a little bit. Then we can bring Proto Man in. Oh, right, neutral. I won't remember everything. Won't remember anything. How have I never noticed that barrier drive just, like, uses A, his own shield, and B, the two cores of the other guys that keep regenerating? I don't know how... That is painfully unobservant of me. I'm very aware. Like, I just never noticed it before. I just always thought that for some reason it's like, yeah, I don't know, Rothor gets to, like, absolutely rock your shit with, like, a super strong multi-hit barrier attack. Okay, maybe I should have given Proto Man some defense first. Oh, God. Game, I just want to test this out really quick. I didn't want to make this a whole production. Oh, the moves are just gone. Great. Okay, Proto Man, if you live through this, we can... Oh, nope. Okay, nah, we gotta try again. So let's see, Darkman, Anchor, Punk, Ballade, good copy styles. Once you change, you can go back, equip them with what you like, make a custom boss setup, etc. Extend game. So it's kind of like just so it is a way to like add more characters to your party, basically. All right, that makes sense then. That makes sense as to why that should be pretty cool. I don't know why, I was just kind of under the impression that it wasn't actually going to, like, stay permanent kind of afterwards. Like, it would just kind of, I don't know, be in battle and that's it. I don't know why I keep assuming that, considering that's not how most of the things in this game seem to work, but just didn't communicate things that way to me. What if I get to have, you know, all this extra stuff afterwards? Like, that's pretty good. Alright, let's ensure that Proto Man will in fact get the kill. Alright, now go to Proto Man. Alright, now copy his drip. There we go. Oh, cool. Rothor PX. Alright, this is Proto Man's version of Rothor. And now I don't have shield drive on me. I was expecting that. Or shield, whatever the attack was just being used against me all the time. But I'll keep him to the end of battle and see what I can do with this. Leave battle. Yeah, let's finish this up then. True, gotta get a little bit of experience. Every bit helps. Especially when people like Grenade Man are a little, well, not quite so under-leveled, but... Alright, okay, so now mission complete. That's a cool victory pose. Alright, now let's look at our robots here. So if we look at... Where is he? Okay, so yeah, now we have... PX Rothor has completely replaced Proto Man. Can't use Proto Man himself anymore. Neutral armor as a skill. Copy style on here. I suppose I probably can't remove that. Okay. Empty type. So his compatibility is weird, but he's really cool looking, and because it's PX, he can still use the Proto Blast. Okay. I still have, okay, because I'm still Proto Man, I still have access to like all the other abilities since I'm Copy Core. Still have Proto Buster, but I'm guessing, yeah, it would allow me to bypass the charging phase. He's only empty in battle, sorry. Oh, that's alright though. That makes sense. Oh hey, someone with shield weakness though. That would have been good about like a few minutes ago to grind off shield cores on Doc Robot. But, like, okay, I mean, I suppose this is something I could work with. I could maybe try copying some of the other guys. Although I don't know, I do like having Proto Man himself. Proto Man is pretty good on his own, so like replacing him with PX Rothor, while not bad, is not my first choice. So maybe if I upgrade Base and Mega Man a little bit, I could use them to copy some dudes and get them into the fight. Yeah, neutral armor is a pretty good ability though I would say for the most part, like, a lot of the enemies tend to just use elemental attacks anyways, so like Rothor to copy, I guess in hindsight, was not the best choice. Yeah. I wanted to go and get that. Deals damage, copies the last ability. Copy soul was more like the other things. I'll investigate that later. But yeah, so... Oh, space immunity? Yeah, that could help against Slur and the Trills. And and a laser affinity. Hold on, that's actually really high. That's hype. Rothor is a hard counter to Slur at that point. Immune to space, affinity to laser. I think the only thing Slur can hit me with at that point then is energy. Is energy break. So, yeah, no. I mean, unless neutral armor also makes him immune to energy break, which would be pretty nutty. So actually, Rothor is a very solid answer to Slur. That's actually pretty good to keep in mind. All right, well, that's good news. All right, cool. Yeah, copy style has its merits. I'll give it more of a shot. If I have some more time, I'll play around with it, see which ones are best. But I think then that's gonna do it for me tonight. Made good progress. We got all the way through chapter 2 of Cossack story, so we can start on chapter 3 next time. If you enjoyed the stream, do all the little interacty things that streamers always tell you to do. There is a Discord, community Discord in the description if you care to join. And tomorrow we'll be back with some more Doom, more TNT Evolution. Yeah, I'm having a blast actually using all the other Robot Masters. We're getting a couple of cool additions from Dr. Cossack's team. I'm excited to actually incorporate Skullman into the Crash crew, so that ought to be pretty good. Yeah, so like, have a good night, everybody, and I'll see y'all next week, or maybe tomorrow even. Have a good night.